recording.
Oh,
hi, welcome to another episode of Cranial Diarrhea. I'm Tiff.
And I'm Phil. Feel like poop in a wet paper bag.
Poop in a wet paper bag.
You ever lit poop on fire in front of somebody's door and watch them stomp it out?
No, because I never wanted to physically pick up poop and put it in a bag.
Well, you can use you don't have to pick it up by hand. You're such a girl.
Well, that would explain all the bras in my drawer.
I thought those were Brandon's. If you've never tried it, try it. You might like it. What are you doing? I'm putting poop in a bag.
I thought we were talking about bras.
Oh, no, it's not about poop in the bag. No. I've never tried one of those.
They're not fun.
I used to be good at opening those. But I don't know. You think we need to restart the show?
No, we're going to roll with it. But I could have gone my entire life without hearing those words come out of your mouth.
What, opening paper bags?
Oh, is that what it was?
What were you thinking? Your mind goes to the gutter way too quick.
Excuse me.
What was that?
For you to say something.
The awkward pause of the show moment. I could have been somebody if we hadn't paused awkwardly so much.
We knew what the hell we were doing.
If only somebody knew how to do a podcast.
Not us.
Hey, what'd you say? Fake it till you make it?
It's my motto for work. Fake it till you make it. What are we talking about?
I have no clue. I lost the concept of our conversation 5 minutes ago.
I meant for the show.
Oh, today we're talking about everyone's favorite subject. Aliens.
Oh, I was going to say pizza.
That eat pizza.
Eat pizza?
Yes. Haven't you ever watched Ghost? Oh, that's Ghost. Never mind. Ghostbusters, where Slimer eats the pizza. E.T. want pepperoni.
Take you some more cold medicine there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, it's one of them days.
Obviously.
Could you see that? E.T. pepperoni. E.T. allergic to sausage. Give gout. E.T. the extra pizza extraterrestrial. I like cheese pizza and I cannot lie. I get all excited when my ship flies by the Pizza Hut. We got way off topic. You sure you don't want to restart this one? So, we're talking evidently about aliens and pizza tonight.
I guess that's my fault. I shouldn't have said pizza. But you said everyone's favorite topic, and that's just what came to mind.
And then our brains.
Pizza. Okay, we like pizza.
There's pepperoni pizza and sausage pizza. Do the, whatever that guy's name is, that movie where he names all the, what was it he named?
Shrimp.
Shrimp, there you go.
So,
I like shrimp. You ever had shrimp on a pizza? I wonder if that would be any good.
Maybe with some cocktail sauce.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe instead of marinara, use cocktail sauce.
So, what kind of research did you do this week?
Oh, I did some amazing research.
None. You didn't do any, did you?
I did amazing research.
Where is it?
I had an alien encounter. I have one every week. My mother-in-law's from England. Isn't that the right type of... What are we talking about? You said aliens. Okay.
Unless she was dropped here by a UFO from outer space, I don't think that she's on topic right now.
I think she actually took a plane over something.
It's not an unexpected...
Oh, was that the wrong type of alien they were talking? Okay, now that we've wasted 5 minutes of everyone's life, in all seriousness, should I go back to the Walter Concrete days? I think everybody would much rather enjoy that. I did a little bit of research this week, but it's been a long week. One of the things I did find interesting is a lot of, and we're going to be talking about alien encounters, right?
Well, that's where we started. I think we're just gonna stick to aliens, and it's such a broad subject matter that I think
that's what she said.
Because when I started going through my research, and then I went down this whole rabbit hole with like FBI documents and like everything else, and so it's not really, mine's more, the first part I guess is more UFO related, and then the second report.
Speaking of which, one of the rabbit holes that I found very interesting was this new China spy balloon thing.
Okay.
So there was actually people on there going, this was some kind of alien ship. I'm like, it's a balloon.
Somebody said it was Joe Dirt. When he got stuck in that airplane. I'm a little more old school, and I immediately went to the Wizard of Oz.
I've never saw that, so I couldn't go there.
What?
What? I've heard about it. There's like a tin line or something.
A tin lion.
And a coward guy or something. So I've heard about it. And some red shoes. Sounds like Dorothy been working Broad Street in red shoes.
That is the gist of the movie.
Yep. And a little dog named Tutu. See? I'm good at this. I have no clue what I'm talking about.
So, anyway, what I was saying, I think we're in the clear as long as we're on the alien subject. We can go encounters, we can go UFOs.
Have you ever saw something you thought was a UFO?
Actually, yeah.
Really? Tell me about
it. So, last March we were on the way to see my...
Now, this was before or after the margaritas?
Well, I was in a car, so...
And again, I say, before. Okay.
Last March, we were on the way to Newport Richey, Florida, to see my other dad, and we were on the interstate.
Well, I would hope so.
If
you were in a cornfield, I'd be worried.
Rural Georgia.
Rural.
And so we noticed that there was this thing in the sky that was like...
It's called the moon.
At first, it didn't look like it was moving. And we were like, what is that? And then we noticed that it was like... there was a weird flight pattern involved. And it could have been anything. And it could have been...
And then when you stopped and got out of the car, you realized one of those lightning bugs was stuck in the car.
No, we never got out of the car. We were like, this was like, I think 9 hours into the trip. We were like, maybe we imagined it. I don't know.
I was going to say.
But we were both like, or all three of us were like, what is that? What's going on up there? And then I was like, it's aliens. It's the aliens.
I mean, think about all the lights. Well, you don't really see a lot of lights in the city anymore in the sky. You don't really see the stars and stuff that much.
No.
But if you do get out...
That's called light pollution. The more you know. But if you get out...
I lost my train of thought. That's all I'm doing. Hoping it would come back.
Oh, it's like karma, because that's what you do to me every
week. If you get out in the
country.
country.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. If you get...
It's back.
But see, I know how to solve. If you get out in the country where there's not a lot of lights.
Yeah.
You see the lights. There's like a ton.
Yeah, and you don't realize, like, where we live, it's not big city, but it's close enough to big cities where, you know, it's hard to see. But we went down, I don't remember what year it was, but we went down to southern Alabama. to my aunt's house, and she had, I don't know, a couple acres or whatever, and it's just in the middle of nowhere. And you go outside at night, it's almost eerie because it's pitch black.
Yes.
It's just pitch black. And then we looked up, and it's probably one of the most amazing.
Stars everywhere. Are they really incredible. Stars? That's the question.
You think it's like a light bright? Poke holes in it.
Look, I made it.
That's what it looks like. It looks like a light bright.
Somebody made the Big Dipper. Oh, wow. Yeah. Little Johnny made the Big Dipper.
But can I bring you back to the balloon?
Oh, yes, back
really
to the
quickly.
balloon. Yes. Would you like a balloon?
So...
That was funny.
I forgot what I was going to say
about
the balloon.
You were saying balloon?
We'll just have to move on because I can't remember.
We're going back. Hold on.
You have something to say about the balloon? Because I don't remember what I was going to say.
We were talking about the balloon possibly being an alien ship.
Oh, no, it's not an alien
ship. You were saying, I got something important to tell you about the balloon. So we're not moving forward till you tell us what it is.
Then we're going to be sitting here for a while.
30 minutes of this. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Wow. My daughter has I want to show this. She has an encyclopedia of research. Look at that. Wow. How many trees did you take down for that?
It's only, let's see, 81 pages.
I don't think I've ever really seen anything that I would consider a UFO. Maybe it's just I don't pay enough attention when I'm out at night. I'm more looking where I'm going.
Well, that's the thing. And that's what's interesting, too, is that we're so oblivious.
By the way, I picked the nail color this week.
He did. We are so oblivious to the things that are happening around us, and mainly it's because we're stuck like this, right?
Well, not I'd be oblivious.
Well, yeah, he's just oblivious to everything. So it's really interesting that somebody looked up and was like, "Oh, hey, a balloon." Hey, check that out.
What's that thing in the sky? Let me Google it.
What's going on there? And then the only reason I knew, I would say 80% of the population knew about it was because it was all over our phones.
Well, it was reported they shot. Yes, it was reported they shot it down today over the Atlantic.
They did shoot it down over the Atlantic after it had made its way across the country, gathering whatever data it needed to gather. So
did it ever come across Nashville? At one point, they were saying it was coming across Nashville.
I don't know if it did or not, but I know that the path that...
I think the Chinese kind of had it flying, and then they're like, oh, wait a minute, it's south. They all hunt and have guns. We're going back up here.
But what are you looking for, China?
We should have all went out and mooned it. One big moon from the state of Tennessee.
And then China's like, oh, it's just... I don't remember what they said it was, but, it just got away from us. But there's another one.
I was going to say there's 3, is what they said.
Oh, okay. Earlier. I didn't know about the other. I knew about the second one.
Well, now... This is what somebody, I don't know, I was listening to something on the radio and they said 3. It could have been somebody who didn't know.
So, Mike, you've got 3 that are just randomly floating around the world that you have you're not doing anything with?
We should send a stealth
That doesn't make any sense. One, I could see, okay? But even then, you should have communicated and been like, hey, this thing got away and here's the path it might take and whatever.
My question would be, it would take a long time for a balloon to float from China to us, right? So this thing had to be released somewhere closer to the United States. Or it would have been all over social media from some other country.
You would think so.
And then there would have been
I don't know. There's something fishy.
Then there would have been this warning that this balloon's coming, everybody put your face mask on and all this stuff.
There's something fishy going on.
There's something balloony going on. Okay, alien encounters. So I guess the closest I've ever seen for an alien encounter...
Don't say your mother.
I was sitting in a theater getting ready to watch a movie, And then this little creature comes out. He keeps holding up one finger, and he rides in a bicycle basket. I mean, it was this whole long thing. I was glad when the movie finally started.
Are you trying to say that you met E.T.?
Well, I didn't meet him. I just saw like pictures of him. Somebody was showing before the movie. And he kept wanting to phone home, and I was like, if only we had cell phones. How would that work if we had cell phones? He couldn't say phone home because he could phone home. Could you see E.T. on that? What's that show where you could phone a friend, like when you go for the $1 million answering the questions?
If you hadn't have asked me, I could have told you.
Regis.
Hang on. What is it?
Who? No. Anyway, E.T. would have been a perfect guest because he could have been like,
why are we talking about this?
You don't know the answer, and he could have been, phone a friend.
You've got 87 million pages to go through.
I told you, it's a weird night. I told you I was going off, so. I'm gonna shut up now.
Okay, let's get it started.
Okay.
So.
After 16 minutes in, we're gonna get started.
I went through and I just pulled some of the declassified documents, and it's literally only from 1947.
So instead of
because I was like, because I printed it off. Okay, I printed it off, and then I want to share that this is not easy to read. Okay? So then I had to go, I was like reading it like this, and then trying to highlight the important parts, because I'm not reading all these pages.
So instead of aliens, we're actually talking about ancient aliens.
It's almost 100 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
E.T., please phone now.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let you go through.
So I'm gonna go through the first document here.
I shall not move from this position.
Okay, and I've only got the highlighted part,
Okay.
which is basically the accounts.
Okay, let's hear the accounts. Why does your thing say Halloween on a sticky note?
I've explained this to you before on camera. I'm pretty sure.
I'll just go back and watch this.
That is the intro music that we use.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
Okay, now that we're on this. Because I do all that stuff. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I edit and
She is amazing at editing and research.
I created our intro.
See, we all have our roles.
Like, why are you even here?
Gotta go. Well, here's the thing.
Why are you even here?
Here's the thing. We all have our roles on the show. You edit, publish, produce, direct, come up with the topics, do the research. I'm the comic relief. E.T. phone me. Why do you always say it like that when you do that? It's like always E.T.
Because that's how he talked.
Yeah.
I just remember him going,
could you imagine him? Could you imagine him with Hulk Hogan's voice? What you gonna do, brother? I'm gonna phone home, brother. Hey, we're almost 20 minutes in and haven't done crap. Okay, I'm
I
excited
hesitate to say much about them. Until hesitated. See, it's hard to read. Woo, buddy. Until I noticed all the hullabaloo in the papers.
Hullabaloo.
I pulled over their strange shape for a while. Puzzled. That says puzzled.
Who wrote this? Kindergartner? There's no flow.
I puzzled over their strange shape for a while and finally concluded that they were the Navy's new flying flapjacks, which are thin and round with twin propellers.
Flying flapjacks. Wait, here comes the real fuel. There's some molasses. So he's saying that this guy is saying that he saw these things flying around, and he's like, "Oh,
these are the new, because this guy was
No, I want flapjacks.
somehow associated with the Navy, I guess, and so.
Okay, so maybe that is a nickname for a plane then. Maybe I shouldn't think of like hotcakes. Okay.
So, anyway, so he's saying, oh, maybe these are the new Navy planes or whatever. And so, the Navy and the manufacturer announced officially that those planes were not complete. So it couldn't have been those planes. That's basically what this is the summary of that. Okay. So he says the planes were flying high and fairly fast at about 300 to 400 miles an hour. He first counted 10 of them in formation going north.
Now that's a stack of flapjacks.
Somebody was hungry.
It's the all-you-can-eat special. Sorry, I said I was going to be quiet.
No, you're fine. This is really hard to read.
It's really hard to hear.
So anyway, the basis of this is the guy saw 10 flying flapjacks in the sky and assumed that they were the Navy's, but the Navy was like, nope, not ours.
And he woke up
and
the next morning.
And then a second person came forward and was like, yeah, I saw the same thing.
Okay. So they both went to IHOP and had flapjacks. It's all good. Next story.
Next story.
So, folks, if you ever see flying flapjacks...
I'm going to have to not read the black ones.
Some of those, I don't even see how you're reading.
It's rough. It is really rough.
I mean,
like,
why did they print like that?
Okay, so, because this is what it looks like. This is what the documents look like that are scanned in. So here's some pictures. So, the first one that I can read is actually a news article from the Oregonian.
Well, maybe it's Oregon.
Oregano.
Spaghetti. The first one we can read, she can't read.
I can read it, I just can't pronounce it. I didn't say anything about pronunciation.
I can't see the word from over here, so she looks at me and goes, is that Oregonian? I don't have my... Oregonian, yes. Hey,
I knew what it was. I don't know why I needed. Okay.
These are my old glasses with small bifocals.
So, pilot recalls seeing discs. You know what's really interesting to me, too, is reading this stuff from the 1940s, like, they didn't give a shit about, like, grammar or correct spelling, none of it.
It was simply overrated.
Okay. More reports of flying flapjacks turned up Wednesday. One from no Lynn, that says less, than Dick Rankin, brother of the late Tex Rankin, and himself, an experienced pilot of more than 7,000 hours flying time. So he says, I hesitate to say much about them until I noticed all the... This is the same thing. The bullabaloo.
So that's the same guy talking then?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you read the one you could read the first time?
The Navy and the manufacturer have announced officially that only one such machine was built and that it never left Connecticut.
Hey, wait. I've heard this story before.
I've heard it.
I've heard this story. It gets better. We have such a good show.
This is a letter to Dear Redacted.
I think I know that person.
I wish to acknowledge receipt of your letter postmarked July 10th, 1947. So basically this a letter came to J. Edgar Hoover.
Hold on a second. We're getting some serious... Okay. Go ahead now. Oh, that's just... No wonder I can't hear it now. We're getting some serious interference here.
It's the aliens.
Does that say? Yeah, I'm in. Okay, we're good. Okay. We're getting some serious squeaking.
Maybe it's the dog down there. Okay. August 12th, 1947. This was a memo to the director of the FBI. And the subject matter was flying discs and sabotage. Sabotage. Reference is made to the Bureau Bulletin number 42, series 1947, dated July 30th, 1947, section B, which advises that all reports concerning flying discs should be investigated by field offices. Prior to the receipt of these instructions, 2 instances were called to the attention of this office concerning flying discs. One report we received July 7th, 1947, the details of which are set forth in Milwaukee letter to the Bureau dated July 8th, 1947, entitled Flying Discs or Saucers, Miscellaneous. Telephone call from Mr. Fletcher at the Bureau at 8:30 a.m. Ow!
Sorry, I was getting rid of our noise.
No investigation was conducted concerning this report. The second report was received by this office at 1:20 p.m. July 11th, 1947, from someone who was in charge of the Civil Air Patrol of Wisconsin, an auxiliary of the Army Air Forces, on that occasion calling from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, telephonically.
I thought they just stuck their head out the window and said, "Hi!"
Advised this office that an object in the shape of a disc, 19 inches in diameter, had been found July 10th, 1947.
Now he's just bragging.
By one electrician on the Jackson County Fairgrounds near Black River Falls, Wisconsin, about 3:30 p.m. The disc might be made of a substance such as cardboard covered by a silver airplane dope metal.
It's Captain America's shield.
The contraption has a small wooden tail like a rudder in the back, and inside of the disc is what appears to be an ROA photoelectric cell or tube. Also inside the disc is a little electric motor with a shaft running to the center of the disc. At one end of the shaft is a very small propeller. It was his opinion that the contraption might possibly have been made by some juvenile. He stated that he desired to return the contraption to Milwaukee and eventually turn it over to the Army Air Forces, but that the finder apparently wanted to get some publicity on his find and wanted it returned to him. So that one obviously was man-made. So that was pointless to read.
All that for nothing?
Mm-hmm. This was a telegraph to the director of the FBI, labeled urgent, flying discs, security matter -X, former Navy pilot, reports seeing a mysterious object on 2 occasions the evening of August 6th while flying at about 5,000 feet above Myrtle Creek, Hatfield, to be interviewed. I guess his name was Hatfield.
Now, see, that's kind of cool because here you have a pilot reporting something.
Mm-hmm.
Was it flapjacks?
There are a lot of these memos where
It's just like real brief.
Well, no, they're like I received this letter. I'm writing to let you know that I received your letter.
So it's kind of a secondhand account.
And I forwarded it to the War Department or whatever. Yeah. So. Here's another telegraph. Flying disc, security matter X. A lieutenant colonel in San Francisco advised today he has no further information and that our Seattle office is in possession of all information known by him and is handling the matter at Tacoma, Washington. So they were actively looking into quite a few reports of,
I just wonder, is there, and I mean, you hear about it, and it seems like there might be certain areas where there's more activity. Mm-hmm. And kind of connecting this back to like one of our previous shows with the triangles and the magnetic fields and the vortexes. I wonder if that has something to do with it. I would be interested to see like where magnetic vortexes line up compared to the number of encounters.
Mm-hmm. This one's interesting.
Okay.
This one's really interesting, okay? This memorandum is respectfully addressed to the certain scientists of distinction, to important aeronautical and military authorities, to a number of public officials, and to a few publications. The writer has little expectation that anything of import will be accomplished by this gesture.
In other words, you ain't gonna do crap.
The more fact that the data herein were obtained by so-called supernormal means is probably sufficient to ensure it's disregarded by nearly all of the persons addressed. Nevertheless, it seems a public duty to make it available. The present writer has several university degrees and was formerly a university department head. Okay, here's where it starts. A very serious situation may develop at any time with regard to the flying saucers. If one of those should be attacked, the attacking plane will almost certainly be destroyed. In the public mind, this might create near panic and international suspicion. The principal data concerning these crafts is now at hand and must be offered, no matter how fantastic and unintelligible it may be soon to minds not previously instructed in thinking of this type. So they've numbered these out. So 1, part of the discs carry crews, others are under remote control. 2, their mission is peaceful. The visitors contemplate settling on this planet. 3.
No, geez, they're going to cross our borders.
These visitors are human-like, but much larger in size. 4. They are
Andre the Giant was an alien.
They are not Earth people, but come from their own world. They do not come from any planet, as we use the word, but from an other... No, an other... I can't read that word. Planet, which...
Time out. The inside of the night. The aliens are not from Earth. They're from...
They're not Earth people. That's an important fact.
What degree did this guy hold?
They're not Earth people. The bodies of the visitors and the craft also automatically on entering the vibratory rate of our something matter. You know what? This shit's on the website, so
read it.
Look it up.
So
Look
first off, this person had no faith that anything was going to do anything. Then he comes out with this grand knowledge that these aliens
are
not
Earth people.
Earth people. Whoa. Who would have thought?
I know.
Wow.
Incredible shit we're learning here today.
Man. I'm just overwhelmed at this point. I can't absorb any other knowledge.
Look at this guy.
Is that the guy that said they're not from Earth?
No. So this is a young man, 15 years old, I think, that saw a UFO, snapped a picture of it, alerted the newspapers, because that's what you did back then. They didn't have, you couldn't just throw it on Facebook. The more you know.
Look at that picture. Do you really think?
So it's hard to tell, right? Because,
it looks like some kid
but then
lost a balloon.
he sent it to the newspapers, and the newspapers, immediately, they were like, we got to interview this kid. And he was like, why didn't you all he's like, nobody else saw it. No one else saw it. And he's like, why didn't you get pictures?
Oh, that's not a picture of it?
That's his picture. That's his picture. No one else saw this.
Okay.
And he's going to the newspapers and he's like, why does no one else have pictures of this thing?
This is bogus, because if you saw something like that, you're gonna run out of the house and go, hey, y'all come look at this.
Well, maybe he was.
And what did he take a picture with? They didn't have cameras back then, as far as cell phone cameras. So he's just carrying a camera around.
I would assume maybe he was taking pictures.
Hey, hold on there, Mr. Alien, not from this planet, not human from this planet. You stay right there and let me go in my house and get my camera. It's one of them Kodak Instamatics.
There's a lot of shit to weed through. Like a lot.
Now, some of the ones I found interesting when I was kind of doing a little bit of research was the ones that, like, where the jet fighters are, you know, and they've kind of recorded, like, off in the distance the object.
Mm-hmm.
So some of that is pretty cool because it's like, what is that, and how can it outrun a jet?
Like the more recent stuff?
Yes.
Oh, here's something interesting. So, I don't know, this is an invoice of contents from the FBI. And I guess, you know, like you have to catalog everything.
In our Sears catalog.
List of contents. It literally says, so the case reference was flying saucer. And it was from South Carolina. The list of contents, it says powered soapstone. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
What is a powered soapstone?
I don't know, but it really makes you feel good after a shower.
So fresh and so clean.
Table of contents. 1 alien not from Earth ship. 1 alien not human from Earth person.
I went crazy. What's a powered... Yeah. 1
power bar of soap.
A powered soapstone is what the not Earth people use to
I'm
get
going
clean.
down my list. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
1 electronic toenail clipper. 1 half-eaten orange. Oh, no. 1 bottle of Tang. Isn't Tang, isn't that what they used on, like, the moon? You remember?
The astronaut.
Yeah, the astronauts drink Tang or something. What really was Tang anyway?
I don't know. Before my time. I remember the commercial that had were they chimpanzees in the spacesuits?
Huh?
Yeah, there was I think it was a Tang commercial. There were chimpanzees in like spacesuits. They were like, Tang! Not the chimpanzees, but the...
And folks, that brings us to our next comment. Please do not do crack. You were mocking me. I'm done.
Hang on, I'm trying to get to the...
This is high quality showmanship right here.
So much stuff. Okay. These are supposed pictures of these flying discs.
Okay, stop. Let me see that. That's a weight that goes on a bar. So you can see in the center where the bar goes through. Somebody took a picture of a weight. Meet George Jetson.
This thing is mirrored, so it's hard for me to like...
I know, we're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
That looks like an ultrasound of like a baby.
It looks like a pizza cutter.
It's a pizza cutter. That's it. That's what you call it.
It's a pizza cutter.
See, everything relates to pizza.
Yeah.
Now, how do we go full circle back to pizza? That was pretty cool.
I don't know, but okay. So that's all the old shit. Let's get into the Office of the Director of National Intelligence Preliminary Assessment Unidentified Aerial Phenomena.
Phenomena. Do, 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 do. Phenomena. Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Phenomena. Do, do, do,
So this is the report that during COVID, the president was like, "Yeah, I'll approve. We'll approve this bill, but we're putting in."
Phenomena.
We're putting this thing in the bill that you want approved about this UAP report.
Dixie just farted. Oh my. Dixie.
Was it her or was it you?
Oh, what have you been eating? Holy mackerel. Golly. That's a bad one. Oh, Dixie, bless your heart. Oh, I got major feedback. I had to unplug my mic. We were getting feedback. I think Dixie's green fog hit it or something. Holy mackerel, Dixie. I wish that was me. I'd feel a lot better. Wow. Man, I think a second wave's coming. The studio.
It's in my nose.
You can taste the olives. Oh, I'm really getting feedback. That's not going to work. Okay.
Is it just your mic or is it mine?
Just mine.
You might need a new mic.
Yeah, I think my mic might have bought the dust. Mine's the dust.
Put your glasses on.
But that's okay. I'm going to wrap the cord up on my mic. My mic has gone bye-bye.
I'm trying to get to the phenomena.
Oh, wait a minute. My mic's still there. No wonder I can't hear it's my headset. Phenomenal.
I have lost all motivation to do this.
We're getting some serious feedback. I think the aliens are attacking. I've never had this happen before.
Unplug me.
No, I'm still getting it. It's coming from the board.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We're going to restart the board. Okay, we're good.
Cool.
We're back.
And we're back.
No more noise. That was weird. Maybe it was. It's from the balloon. It put out an EMF or EMI pulse.
The not Earth people.
Flying a pizza cutter. So, I want to ask a question. In all seriousness, UFOs, yes, no, or somewhere in between?
Well, obviously UFOs are a thing because a UFO is literally defined as an unidentified flying object. That could be anything. Okay.
It could be a balloon from China.
Yeah.
Do you think aliens really exist?
I do.
Do you really?
I do.
What planet do you think they come from?
Not Earth.
I did see... I did crack up. I think I sent you the picture back in the day when they had the first picture from the Mars rover, and it was Marvin the Martian peeking his head around. Bugs Bunny.
What do you think aliens look like?
Not like Earth.
Not like Earth people.
Not like people from Earth.
Do you think they're humanoid but they're bigger, or do you think like the little green men or the gray men, or...
Well, you know, they're always depicted with like a triangle-looking head.
Alien versus Predator.
Have you ever noticed that? Like most pictures of aliens that people say they saw, they all have like triangle-looking heads.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of relates back to your triangle theory.
Sure.
So they all look like a walking piece of pizza. I don't know.
Do you remember that movie Signs?
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Oh, God, you suck.
What was it about?
Aliens.
No. I never really saw it. And to be honest with you, I never really watched all of E.T. I watched a few minutes of it.
Well, E.T. was a different... That's a whole... I mean, it was... Yes, it was an alien, but that was like a whole...
There was one back in the day, like, I want to say Close Encounters of the Third Kind or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it either, but I remember the movie. Trying to think, is it really an alien movie that I've watched? Maybe Independence Day with Will Smith.
I bet you've watched Men in Black.
Parts of it.
Yeah. I liked Independence Day.
Yeah. I think I saw all of the first Men in Black, but I didn't see... I seen parts of... The first one's where the guy was like a giant roach or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other two I didn't really... Or three or whatever there are. So what do you think? So you think aliens are real?
I do.
Do you think aliens are on the Earth?
If they are, they're really, really good at hiding.
Well, I mean, think about it. Kind of some of the theories for like the Devil's Triangle and stuff we were talking about. Could that really be an alien civilization underwater? Wouldn't Aquaman find them?
Maybe not like a civilization, but maybe like a, I don't know, like a communication.
Like a town?
Because a lot of those, like, like what we were talking about the past couple of weeks, they're all very intertwined with, like, energy.
Yeah, so,
So maybe that's, like, their communication area, and they go there every now and then and go, don't bother.
Maybe that's like Panama City for humans.
Don't bother coming here.
It's like their Panama City beach.
Yeah, like vacation.
They're out
oh,
walking.
You know what? What are we going to do this
They're
summer?
out walking like their little
Let's
alien
go to Earth
dogs.
and make fun of all the stupid humans.
Hey, we're taking our little alien dog to Earth.
Stupid Earth people.
Do, 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 do.
I mean, by definition, an alien is literally just means someone that's not from Earth or something that's not from Earth, right? So, for that professor to be like, aliens are not Earth people. Like, no fucking shit, dude. The hell's... Where did you get your degree? Who do you teach? That's
I
terrifying.
went to the University of Phoenix.
Who was in that guy's class? Because I'd get your fucking money back.
Yeah, really. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. But anyway, I think we had some interesting stuff on the show today. I think
No, we didn't. I rattled on about shit that I didn't actually read beforehand.
But I think we had fun anyway. So maybe next week we'll take a serious look. Maybe I'll feel better and we'll take a serious look at aliens. But 83 pages of redacted information and we come up with aliens
Are not Earth people.
are not.
They are not Earth people.
They're not Earth people. So that is a consensus.
Wait, if an alien came down right now and it was like, take me to your leader, what would you do? I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, no, let's not go
I'd be
there.
like, let me show you some videos.
We don't need to go to that guy.
I don't know. I'd be like, okay. Come on, let's go.
I'd take it to my dog. I might send it to my dog.
No.
Like, just, he's
Your
the king
car.
of the household.
My car or your ship? Your choice.
You gonna hit on the alien?
No, to go see the leader, silly.
Your place or
What?
mine?
I said my car or your ship.
I'd love to take
To
you with me, but I usually prefer dinner first.
You might want to sit closer to me. That door has a tendency to open myself.
I'm so cold. Oh, stretch my arms. Yeah.
This shirt's so hot.
Check out that rear view mirror.
Oh, have you been to the gun show this year yet? Let me show you the way. Oh, wait a minute. It's this arm. Wrong side. Let me show you the way.
Oh my god.
What you think for dinner?
Oh my god. I'm almost positive that there are like romance novels out there about this very subject.
My ship? Oh, it's over there.
The aliens came to destroy Earth, and this one woman they find irresistible. And
Hey girl, want to see my UFO?
hard pass. No thanks.
I'm not going to. Something just hit my brain and I'm not saying it.
Yeah, don't. Please try to remember who you do this show with.
Yes, I'm not saying it. That's why I stopped. Let's get off that subject.
Dude, I don't know if I'm digging the HD camera.
It does kind of put a shine on my head.
You can literally see every fucking gray hair in my head.
You are getting some gray hair.
Yeah.
Welcome to the gray side.
I'm almost 40.
I know. Closing in fast.
I'll be 37 next month.
I can't drive 55 right now.
I'm just shocked I made it this far.
I'm going to grow my hair back out like it was back in the day. It won't be on top. It'll just be on the sides. I am thinking about shaving the goatee and stuff, though. I'm kind of getting tired of it.
Oh, me too.
I wish you would. It's not a good look on my daughter.
Get food stuck in it all the time. Shoot.
I don't know. I'm debating. I guess it's time to end this thing and put it out of its misery. What does that say on it?
UFO Section 1.
Oh, there will be a Section 2. I'm so sorry.
I didn't write that. That was part of the thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I know now not to print out
82 pages that you can't read.
I really had this whole plan, and I was so geared up and ready to do it this morning, and then like you just kept putting me off and putting it off and putting it off, and now like I'm here and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. There's zero interest in doing this right now.
Oh,
So
that's all.
Anywho.
That's all good. So for those of you listening, we're so sorry. For those of you that have never listened again, thank you for at least listening once.
You mean watching?
Oh, yeah, whatever we're doing here. Oh, this show is just like Amazon. It just keeps giving and giving and giving. That was weird.
There's a delay. I can see myself blink my eyes, and that's like off-putting.
Off-putting? Like Jell-O pudding?
I don't like pudding. We should close this.
Yeah, it's
up.
time to close this up. I think it's been quite a show.
We had to stop halfway through for a dog fight.
And then a dog farted through us all.
The dogs are fighting downstairs.
The people were glad of the break.
I'll splice it together.
I know. You just slice it like a pizza. Oh, you know, even though we may see unprepared, we go through this entire skit during the week just to make sure it's perfect. You think about that?
We probably should talk a little more during the week about the show.
Well, we do talk. It's just never about the
we're
show.
We wait until the day before to actually do any research.
But I think that's what makes it fun.
That we don't know what the hell we're talking about?
Okay. First poll of the show. If you think it's fun just for us to come up here and do this, vote yes. If you want us to actually do some research, vote yes. So either way, we don't care. I think it's that time of night.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the far side of the moon, may all of your aliens be non-human.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.